Hi, and welcome to Lavonne's Kitchen. Today we're in the kitchen. We're still doing our around the world, our journey around the world with flavors. So today we're going to Greece. We are going to make some spanakopita. And for those of you who've never heard of spanakopita, maybe you've heard it called spinach pie. So we're gonna make spinach pie today, and I actually have help in the kitchen today. I wanna introduce you to my friend. This is Mary Ann. Hi. So Mary Ann's gonna help me out, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is show you our ingredients. I've got some avocado oil. You can use olive oil if you want. I've got a yellow onion, got a couple of eggs, some butter, some scallions. I have some dill, feta cheese, some garlic. Of course, I'll add some salt and pepper. And the star of the show, some spinach. I got fresh spinach, okay? You can use frozen spinach if you'd like. And then I have phyllo dough, okay? So I'm gonna work on the filling for the pie, and Mary Ann is going to work on the dough. So for Mary Ann to do the phyllo dough, first of all, she's gotta brush it with butter. So we're gonna take a stick of butter and just melt that, and she's just gonna take a brush and start brushing it on her phyllo dough. I, on the other hand, am gonna start cooking my spinach. Okay, so she melted her butter. Now she's gonna roll out the phyllo dough. Phyllo dough is not the easiest thing to work with, but it's a lot of work because it's very fine, it's small, thin, so you have to be real careful with it because it tears easily. You have to keep it moist as well because if it dries, it'll break. That's what makes it so crispy, because when it's dry, it's crispy. So she's gonna go ahead and start buttering up those sheets. I think we're going to use maybe 8 to 10 sheets on the bottom of our pie and 8 to 10 sheets on the top of our pie. Phyllo dough is different. It's not like a regular pie dough where you just use one sheet. You actually have to layer them and layer them and layer them. And see, look at it. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a different type of pastry.
There should be 20 sheets in here.
You see how thin that is? And sometimes if it's dry like that, you could take a wet towel and just sit it on top of it to moisten it up a little. And that moisture will help it to stop breaking. And since ours is breaking, I think I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna go get a wet towel and put it on top of the layers. Okay, so while she's getting those phyllo dough slices together, I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking my spinach. So first thing I wanna do is put some not olive oil, I'm gonna use avocado oil. You can use olive oil like I said. And then I have 2 pounds of spinach. So we're gonna put as much as we can in this skillet, and then we'll do some more. So what's going to be your best friend today for cooking your spinach is going to be a colander, because spinach is the majority of water. So we're going to use a colander and strain all that water off. So we're going to cook a little, we're going to strain, we're going to cook some more, then we're going to strain, okay? As you can see, it was a lot when I put it in there, but it's going to be just a little. It's going to wilt down because it's going to turn into water. See how it's getting small already? Oh. Okay, so this one's about ready. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out and then add some more. You saw how much I had in there? Now you see it's wilted down. It's barely anything in there. So let's take this out. And I'm gonna smash this when I get it in the sink. So while my spinach is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my dill, my scallions, and my yellow onion and put all of that in a bowl. So we're actually gonna make two. As you can see, there's one over there and here's one here. We're gonna do two because we want one to go in the freezer and we wanna cook one today. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and cook I'm making the filling. I already cooked the spinach and I'm still letting it drain a little. I'm gonna go ahead and cook these onions and garlic just a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in here because it's drying out. Look at that. Put a little more oil in there. And then I'm gonna add this to the mixture that I have with the dill and the scallion. I think I forgot to tell you, I'm gonna put a little parsley in that as well. Just want to stir these up until they're translucent. Don't take long. See how quick that was? So my onions are ready. I let them cool off a little bit because I don't want to put them in here with these eggs and make scrambled eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in here. I have squoze and squoze all the juice out of my spinach. I hope I got as much of it out as possible because we don't want our spinach to be, our spinach pie to be runny. So here's our spinach. We're gonna put all of this in here. You see that big old bag of spinach that I had? And now look at this little bit of spinach that we have. We're gonna go ahead and add our feta cheese. I'm gonna put a lot of feta cheese in there. Yes, yes, yes. I love feta cheese. And we're gonna mix it up. I guess I should put the salt and pepper in there while I'm mixing it up, huh? Let me go get ahead and get the salt and pepper. All right, so we're gonna put some pepper in here. We want it to be nice and seasoned. I'm gonna put some salt. Anytime you use spinach, you want a lot of salt in there. And I don't remember if I told you or not that parsley is one of the ingredients. You can use fresh parsley. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use some dried parsley. Gonna mix all of this up real good. And Marianne has done such a good job with the phyllo dough. So all we have to do is put this in the phyllo dough. Put some in our other one and spread that out. Now, I don't have as much spinach as I would like because I would love for this to be all the way up to the top, but it's not. That's okay. Still going to taste amazing. Oops. And then we'll top this with some more phyllo dough. Beautiful. Marianne's gonna put some more phyllo dough on the top. That's where the crunchy is gonna come in. The top layer is gonna be crunchy, crispy, light and flaky. All right, Marianne has our 10 layers. You did 10 layers, right?
Yeah. 10.
On top and buttered those. But you see there's a little extra that's hanging over the edges. So she's just gonna trim that off the edge. And then we're gonna poke about maybe 6 little holes in it so that when it bakes, all of that steam can come out of there. And you can use scissors if that's easier, or whatever is easiest for you. I'm thinking about keeping some of this extra phyllo dough and make some baklava. So now she's got all of that cut off. She's gonna just poke about 6 holes in there, and this one will be ready to go into the oven. Gonna bake that until it's nice and golden brown. So our next one, we're not going to put in the oven. We're going to get it all set up, put it in the refrigerator so that it can solidify, and then we're going to cut it into 6 pieces, take those 6 pieces and freeze them so that we can have spinach pie anytime we want. And when it's time for us to eat it, all we have to do is put it in the oven. Come fresh, hot out of the oven. Okay, so the one spinach pie is in the oven, the other spinach pie is in the refrigerator. I'm gonna take that one out. It's been in there about 15 minutes, so the spinach filling mixture should have solidified by now, enough for me to cut it. I'm gonna cut it in 6 pieces, wrap it in saran wrap, and then put it in a freezer bag, so later on I can have spinach pie. So I'm cutting this into 6 pieces. Or should I do 8? Let me see. 1, 2. I can do 8. They'll be small. I'll do that. Marianne's getting my saran wrap together for me. You can see it. Look at all the spinach coming out of there. We'll put it on there so she can wrap it up.
I'm going to fold this down a little bit.
And we're going to put those, after they're wrapped, we're going to put them in a freezer bag. And we're gonna wrap all of these up and put them in the freezer. So we actually have 4 pieces to go in the freezer for me and 4 for Marianne. So we're gonna have a lot of spinach pie to eat for later on. Okay, so our spinach pie is out of the oven. It's a golden brown color. It's smelling delicious, but it's hot. So I want it to cool off for a minute. I want to taste it. You know how bad I want to taste it because it's smelling amazing, but it's hot. So give me a minute. And while that's cooling off, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of things. First, for you guys who don't know, I have a cookbook out. It's called Lavonne's Kitchen, Learning to Cook with Love. You can find it all over the place. It's in a bookstore near you. It's on Amazon. You can find it on my website, which is www.lavonneskitchen.com. It comes in a hardcover, a soft cover, and you can even get it in an ebook. And one more thing that I need to tell you guys is that for all of you who have not subscribed, I need you to hit that subscribe button so that you can see the recipes that are not in the book. You can watch us cook them. You can go in the comments, let us know what it is you'd like to have me cook, and I can cook it, give you a shout out, all that good stuff, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and slice this right quick because I can't wait. Hopefully I don't burn myself. You know me, I be in a hurry to eat, okay? So let me get a knife and a plate. I'll be back. Look at how flaky that is. Oh my goodness. That's how that phyllo dough does. It's flaky. Can't wait to taste it. Oh, it smells good. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it looks so
Look
good.
at the spinach in there. Look at all the cheese in there. You see all these flaky layers. You did a good job with the phyllo dough.
I hope so.
Okay, let's taste it. Yes. Ooh, hot. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
That extra cheese that I put in there. Oh yeah.
Don't forget, put
Look how
in
flaky
extra
this is.
cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so good with the extra cheese.
Oh, this is so good. Well, my husband's been patiently waiting for this to be done. So I am going to give him a slice. Marianne and I are going to finish our slice. And guess what? We'll see you next time in the kitchen. Bye.